What is up, guys? Steve Scotch and Things. Hey, I hope you're having a good 4th of July weekend. We just dropped off our 5th wheel. It's the 3rd. We work Saturday, and I told the guys if we work Saturday, we'll take Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. So we went out, took our 5th wheel out just for a day, watched fireworks in town tonight. The city puts on a show, and then it was just kind of nice just to get out. Hadn't used it since we went to Texas. Which is kind of a bummer, but got it out and then just got destroyed. This will be a funny story. Like, hook everything up, and you know, I'm not an expert RVer. I know what buttons I need to push and don't push, and this and that. You know, when you're setting stuff up, you gotta kind of do it the same way every time. Well, I don't know what happened. My wife and father-in-law, and he's getting up there in age, just asked me, you know, how my truck bed got caved in. You know, they were like all dead set on de-winterizing it, and I'm like, why? There's no need to, just leave it, you know. I mean, there's no reason to unwinterize it. Anyway, all of a sudden, you know, we'd been there an hour, and my wife's like, there's water on the floor. I'm like, what? So I'm looking, take some panels off, and there's water coming in. I'm like, oh man. So then my thought was like, well, did you guys, or did we, you know, winterizing them is always a giant pain in the ass. So do we not get enough antifreeze in, and did the water heater freeze up and crack or whatever? Because that's where the water was coming in at. And then there's an access panel on the back or on the outside that you can look at. And so I'm taking the anno rod out and just seeing, double checking what they did. And there's a pressure relief valve, and one of them flipped it, and I don't know what that does, but I never touch it. In the 4 years we've owned this, I've never touched it, but they flipped it, and that caused something to, oh shit, there is, sorry, a semi lost a tire, and there is shit all over the road. Yeah, so I got sprayed and covered in nasty shit. Thank God we were gone only a day, but I had to change clothes because I was just absolutely covered in this shit. Got to use my Hinderer Ranch Bowie for the first time. I'm not gonna take it out of the sheath, but and awesome knife. I bought this last year to take on our 2-week camping trip. Sorry, real quick, SOE day pack. If you guys want a good backpack made in America, check them out. I mean, there's just tons of storage in there. I use it for travel when we go on the road for short stints. Like, I can fit like a week's worth of shit in there. So yeah, just, you know, I enjoy. We've been camping for years, and I enjoy, you know, obviously I like knives, right? So I bought that knife. It didn't show up, and I was gonna sell it, and it never sold, so I kept it and brought it out last night, and just, you know, making fire, and, you know, just whittling down little, you know, feathering or whatever the hell you guys call it, bushcrafters. I don't know. I don't usually. I just, you know, the last, you know, since I bought all these fixed blades, I'm trying to use them. But so I'm starting to use them more and trying not to use lighter fluid or whatever to get the fire started. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, just having fun." So it's great because it's got that choil on there, and you can really choke up and use it. So that is awesome. I'm glad it didn't sell. I'm glad I got to take it out. I got a quick question for you guys. You knife sharpener experts out there. So on that one, and then I've used, oh god, we met some friends out camping a while ago. We just went for the day because, like, I had to work. But on their campsite, he didn't bring anything, and I had my performance SMF on me, and so I started, you know, what do they call it, feathering or whittling? I don't know, just getting little chunks of wood off, curls of wood. How does that sharp? I mean, the knife feels insanely sharp now. Both of them are. I don't know if it just helps hone the edge. Like, you guys let me know how going through wood makes a knife sharper when you think it would make it duller. I don't know if it's just like I said, I'm not a knife sharpening expert. You tell me that happens. times. Anyway, squirrel. Then underneath, after that whole water episode, you gotta remember, for an hour, water was going places it shouldn't have gone. Well, mostly there's like a cover underneath our fifth wheel. It's just plastic, like fiberboard. And all of a sudden, I looked and it was sinking down. I'm like, I touch it. I'm like, oh, there's water under there. So I just whipped out my Spenza and poked a bunch of holes in it and drained the water out. It's just for protecting it while you're driving on the road crime and stuff. So, other than that, what do I got on me? Still got the Shiro, man. That thing hasn't left my pocket since I got it. It's right here, actually. I freaking just, I'll do a dedicated video on this. Just, I'm really impressed with this knife. Got an SMF in my pocket. You know, just kind of rambling. What else are you guys doing? What are you guys doing for the 4th? I've got a video. I got some knives. I bought one from Dave, and he sent a couple others to look at. So I just haven't uploaded that video yet. I'll probably do that maybe tomorrow. I'll upload this one first because it's more relevant. If you want, Smoky Mountain Knife Works has, I've been tempted almost a couple times, but I don't know, not really into automatics anymore. But they've got Medford Praetorian Swifts for like $280 plus then a 10% discount code. And that's 45. So if that's a knife, it's a great size knife. I just didn't like how they're kind of fat, and it's got a, you know, Medford doesn't want his autos to be snappy and jumpy, so the blade's kind of lazy coming out, but pretty good deal. What else? Oh, I saw a post. What do you guys think? And I've talked about this before. We can talk about this before. I just talked about it a while ago. But someone said, do you still consider Strider, Hinderer, and Chris Reeve the Holy Trinity, the big three? And there's a whole lot of this and that, and people chiming in with their opinions. And I don't think you can dethrone them. You can add to them. You have to appreciate what they brought to the knife community. But I always see, and it's the same thing, I always see a lot of, they haven't innovated. They haven't done anything different. I don't need much more than this in a knife, guys. I don't need, I'm going to grab a Hinderer because of that post. For America, for the 4th of July, I'm going to carry the big three over the weekend. You know, for me, I don't need much more. I've got a lot more, but I don't know. They work. It was funny seeing some of the suggestions, what people thought Holy Grails were now, or not holy, what should be considered. I'm not going to say, because it's not my opinion to bash, but it's in everyday blades if you want to. I just thought there were some comical suggestions. But it's all kind of relative. It's all kind of opinion, right? I think those three were looked at for what they brought and had done for the knife community. And yeah, this knife hasn't changed other than blade steels and stuff over the years. And you know, they've turned the 21 into the 31 with the ceramic detent ball and stuff like that. I don't know. I just always find it comical that people always want to justify or try and knock down the big three and say they're not. Well, I mean, their knives, they still make the exact same knife that they have been making this entire time, and I don't know, they still work. I haven't met a knife for me on the job site better than an SMF. I don't know. I just always kind of find it, and I think that's like with everybody in life, right? You want to justify, like, you like Ford over Chevy, you like Glock over SIG. It's just always kind of that nonsense. So I just kind of always get a chuckle out of it. Go check out Dave's video from yesterday. He's talking about, making, because he's got equipment and what kind of knives should he make? And in my opinion, I think you make the first one for yourself. If you got the skills, right? You got the skills to make a knife. Make what you want. And there's plenty of people. I think I kind of know Dave's style, and I think there's lots of people, because I think he's worried. Like, we're not worried, but like he had mentioned, like he saw at Blade Show, there's not a lot of of the big bruisers out there anymore. So maybe Dave needs to bring those back. Oh, here comes the cop. What's he gonna do? So I just think I'm excited for what he's gonna, what he'll bring to the table. And I think you can always start and make what you want, and then make another version of what you want, but maybe what someone else wants. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. Hold on, where's my Phoebe? What you doing, dog? There she is. She's tired, man. She's Phoebe, come here. Hey. Yeah. Camping's tough for a dog, right? So yeah, I'm excited. Like, and who knows what his time frame is? No rush, but I think it's cool that he's starting to, get that thought process and think of what he wants to make. And I bet it's going to be a beast of a knife when it comes out. So, and it's awesome that he's going right into folders. A lot of guys start with a fixed blade because that's easy money, right? It's easy, and especially you can make those yourself. Figuring out locks and lockup and all that stuff, I would assume, is a lot harder than just making a fixed blade. So, super psyched. But that's all I got, guys. Really, just kind of a nothing rambling video. Just checking in, saying happy 4th of July. I'm gonna carry the big three because they're still the big three to me. All weekend, switch over. I'm gonna take the Shiro out of pocket and just replace it with either the Project X or the XM18. And let me know. I'm gonna do a bunch of shooting tomorrow. So I've got to hurry up and get that LVPO mounted. And I think that's all I got. But I'm gonna go give the dog a bath because she got wet and muddy, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and we're gonna kind of just chill out. And the kids got some friends coming over tonight, and then we're gonna go watch fireworks. So have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.